And we are joined now by Matt Sharp. He's the senior counsel with Alliance Defending Freedom. Matt, thanks for joining us. Tell us more about these bills that are being introduced in the various states right now. It seems to be groundbreaking legislation. Why now?
Well, I think these are being proposed in response to the stories of Elena Smith and these other brave female Connecticut athletes that are taking a stand saying, we deserve a level playing field. We should not be forced to compete against men. We should not be forced to sit on the sidelines while men take top spots on the podium and other places. And so these bills are a response to the actual harm that female athletes across the country are experiencing as they're forced to compete against men.
Have you been hearing from many of these female athletes and their families?
We have, and in addition to the three female athletes that we're currently representing in their complaint with the U.S. Department of Education, we're hearing so many other stories start popping up of girls losing spots or being forced in even contact sports where there's a safety risk involved and being told you have to compete against males. Don't make a fuss about it. Don't make a scene. But these girls fought for this. They've honed their bodies. They've given so much time and energy. And all they're saying is, we don't want to be forced to compete against guys. We want a level, fair playing field.
The transgender issue is so very polarized in our country right now. How can you appeal to both sides of the aisle on this legislation?
Well, I think this comes down to an issue of fairness. Everyone knows that there are biological differences between males and females. And the whole reason we have laws like Title IX that protect opportunities for females was in response to these realities. And so I think we can all come together and say every student should have the opportunity to compete. But what we want them to compete on is not an unfair playing field, but a fair one. And by recognizing that there are differences and that women's sports should be preserved, I think we can all come together and recognize. And I think that's why we're even seeing radical feminists speak out on this issue and recognize that what they fought for was women's sports, not opportunities that are being taken away by men.
Right, very interesting to see those feminists coming into play. Of course, we were just reporting on, and you know about Alliance Defending Freedoms asking the Office of Civil Rights in the Department of Education to investigate what's happening in Connecticut. Where do things stand with that investigation?
Well, that investigation is ongoing, and we are encouraged by the Department of Education taking this seriously. And we hope it sends a message to other schools that may be adopting these harmful policies that are taking away opportunities for women, to let them know these are bad practices. And if they continue them, they face this same type of investigation for taking away rights and opportunities for women athletes.
This legislation that we were also talking about, it's going forward in 5 states right now. Are you working in other states as well? Do you expect it to move forward in any other states this year?
I know the stories of Alana and these other athletes have really taken hold with a lot of legislators. So it wouldn't surprise me to see many others taking up the cause and making sure that athletes in their states are given a fair playing field and not forced to compete against biological males. So we think these 5 may just be the first of many that will follow, taking concrete steps to protect female athletes in their states.
All right, Matt Sharp with Alliance Defending Freedom. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for